What's up, guys? My name is Lauren and welcome back to my channel where we talk about money and mindset as well as my family's own journey to pay off six-figure debt. So if you like videos like that, then make sure you hit the red subscribe button so you don't miss any new videos. Today we're going over my family's budget for October 2022. I am excited to be heading into the end of the year. The holidays are just such a fun time and fall is beautiful and I really enjoy this time of year. And so yeah, we're going to try to stay on budget and make sure we can pay for all the fun activities we want to do throughout the end of the year, but not compromise our financial goals in the process. Today, I'm using my net budget spreadsheet. If you like this spreadsheet, you can get it for yourself in my Etsy shop. It comes with a detailed video tutorial along with me every single month showing you how I use it for our family. It's an instant download to Google Sheets and it comes with a net and gross monthly and annual budget. So total income for this month we're expecting is $7,736. So let's go through exactly how we've budgeted every single dollar of our income this month. So first of all, for Pay Yourself First, which is investing, I have my Roth IRA here. And so we are budgeting $100 to go towards my Roth IRA. Now, I am absolutely dying to get more money towards this financial goal. We are headed towards the end of the year. At this point that I'm recording this, I only have $500 that I've contributed to my Roth IRA for 2022. The limit is $6,000 and I have until April of 2023 to contribute, but that's just going to come quick and I am really excited to start putting more towards this goal because I really want to max it out by April. So I was hoping this month would be the month, but we had a big house maintenance expense last month, so we're still kind of paying that off this month, which you'll see in our sinking funds. But I'm really hopeful that in November and December, I'm going to be able to put some bigger amounts towards my Roth IRA. So total for investing out of our net income for this month is $100. We do have money that goes to my husband's 401k out of our gross income, but that doesn't show up on the spreadsheet because this is the net spreadsheet, which is just what actually hits our bank account from paychecks. Next, for the debt section, we are making two debt payments this month. One is $830 towards my husband's student loan. That is the minimum payment. And then an extra payment of $170. And a couple of you guys commented, well, why don't you take that $170 that you're putting towards extra debt payments and put it towards your Roth IRA? And that's a really great idea. I really should do that, but I just can't bring myself to do it. For some reason, I just really have like an aversion to letting go of making an extra debt payment. There's something about that it's not logical, it's emotional, but ever since we started paying off debt, we've paid extra payments towards debt almost every single month over the past almost 3 years now. And for some reason, I'm feeling like if I don't make an extra debt payment, then it's all gonna like unravel somehow. I don't know. I'm having like a difficult time letting go of that. So sometimes financial decisions are emotional. They're not logical or mathematical. And that's the point that I'm at. I really want to push past that. I'm really like manifesting 2023 to like really look at the numbers and do the mathematically best thing because now I'm going to be in the second half of my 30s next year and I really feel like I don't have time on my side as much anymore for like compound interest and things, so I really should be doing what makes most sense mathematically. And for the student loan, the interest rate is under 3%. And so really putting extra money towards this loan at this point doesn't make sense, but I just can't let go of it yet. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of time to think through this. And, you know, my husband and I are going to figure out our strategy going forward for all of our finances. You know, we sit down every few months and talk through things. And so, yeah, right now I'm going to keep that right there. I'm going to still make this extra debt payment and I'm going to set a goal still of hitting that $6,000 to my Roth IRA by the time April rolls around. I think I can do all of it. So I'm going to try to push myself and do all those things. So total for debt payments we budgeted for October is $1,000. Next, moving over to expenses, the first kind of half of this section up until this point is fixed expenses, and then we've got a few variable expenses, so let's go through them. We've got our condo fee for $201, our mortgage is $18.80, life insurance for my husband and myself is $50 a month, internet is $106, home security is $28, car insurance is $91, cell phone is $200, and Spotify is $10 a month. For groceries, we budget $250 per week, and so that's $1,000 this month. Gas, we budget $200, and I don't know if we need quite that much anymore because gas prices have come down. We haven't closed our September budget at the time I'm filming this, so I don't know how we ended up for September, but if this ends up being too much, maybe we'll bring it down a little bit. But I mean, either way, it's going to be somewhere between $150 and $200, so I'm not too worried about it. And then miscellaneous, we budgeted $50. So total for expenses, we have budgeted $3,816. Now moving over to sinking funds. So for our sinking funds, we haven't budgeted anything for our emergency fund or vacation fund this month. For spending money, my husband is getting $200 and myself and my two daughters are each getting $100. We budgeted $1,000 for our kids' activities / preschool. My older daughter is in part-time preschool now and she does a couple activities. So that covers all those expenses and any like sort of equipment or things we need to get related to the activities that she does. Next, $200 for my cat Miles. That amount has been working out really well. And so we are going to keep that at $200 to make sure all of his expenses are covered. He's actually going to be turning 9, I realize. I thought he was like 7 years old and he's going to be 8, but he's actually 8. He's going to be turning 9 in November. So yeah, maybe we'll spend some of this money on like a little birthday party for him because he is a very loved family member as well. Next, $100 for gifts is what we have budgeted. I think that'll cover it. I can't remember how much is in this gifts fund. We might have to put a little more because I know we do have a few things in October. And then car maintenance, we budgeted $50. House maintenance, we budgeted $470. So basically everything else after all the other expenses have been covered in our budget, I put into this house maintenance fund because this is at about a negative $450 or so. Depends if there's anything else before the month closes. Again, I'm filming this like a week before September ends. So right now, if we don't spend anything on house maintenance the rest of September and in October, this fund will close positive in October if we put in $470. So I'm hoping that's the case. Fingers crossed, nothing needs to be repaired in the next like 5-6 weeks for our house, but something usually comes up. That's just how homeownership goes. And then we've got $400 for our utilities. That has been getting us by just barely, but I just got an email from my utility company that winter fees are going to be like increased by, I forget how much. They said an average of $114 a month for households. So we'll see if this covers it this winter. This might have to increase as we head into winter, but for now, $400 I think will be good. And then $100 towards our Christmas sinking fund, which I've already started using and bought a bunch of presents, and it's just really nice to be saving all year round for Christmas. So as deals come up and you want to start spending as the Christmas season approaches, you can kind of spread it out and have your money ready to go waiting for you in a sinking fund, which I really, really enjoy. I think this is the second Christmas that we've done a Christmas sinking fund, or maybe the third. I think the second, yeah, and it's just been really nice to have. So total for sinking funds that we budgeted is $2,820. So if you go down here to the budgeted summary, you can see we have budgeted 1.3% for pay yourself first, which is investing. 12.9% is going towards debt, 49.3% is going towards expenses, and 36.5% is going towards sinking funds. So once the month closes, this actual summary down here will populate and I can compare the two charts and see how we did for the month if what we plan to do with our money is what we actually did with our money. And that's a really important part of budgeting, to make sure you're not only tracking what you've budgeted, but also what you actually spent. And so you can look for problem areas where you're overspending or not budgeting enough and make adjustments to your budget or to your habits. So you can make sure that your budgeted amount and your actual amount are as close as possible at the end of the month. This is a zero-based budget, so you can see the left to budget is zero. Every dollar of this $7,736 has been allocated to a budget category. That doesn't mean that we're spending $7,736 this month. All it means is we are designating where that money is going. So for example, $100 is going to my Roth IRA. Doesn't mean it's getting spent, it's getting invested, but it's still accounted for on this budget. So when we look back at the end of the month, we know where every single dollar of our income went for the month, and we can make sure it's being used in a way that aligns with our goals and values. So that is it for today's video. Like I mentioned, if you like this spreadsheet and you want to use it for yourself, I'll link my Etsy shop in the video description. As always, if you enjoyed the video, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this from me, then hit that red subscribe button. I'd really love to have you as a subscriber. And I will talk to you guys soon in my next video. Bye.